A little while ago, I picked up the most recent Target-exclusive 4-pack of randos. The set consisted of Squeezeplay, whom we've already discussed, a repaint of the excellent Rescue Bot Chase as a pretty decent new Prime Cliffjumper that sadly suffers from some poor color matching, an ugly orange doorstop, and a cyberverse-inspired repaint of Legacy Tarn. I liked Legacy Tarn. He was pretty cool, but I wasn't chomping at the bit to get another version of this mold. It just didn't seem necessary. I was actually going to sell this thing, until I discovered this awesome Toyhax decal set that turns Tarn into the predator known as Stalker. Full disclosure, I'm not sponsored by Toyhax, but hey, if they're watching...
If you like this content, you should consider supporting the channel.
That was awesome, Motormaster. Thank you.
And if you don't support us, I will head straight to your home, take my sword, and drive it into your...
Okay. That was great. Let's get some lunch.
I could really go for some sashimi.
I don't buy a lot of third-party stuff because it feels a little wrong to support it. Usually I stick to cassette bots and characters I love that largely have been ignored by Hasbro. But upgrade kits and sticker sets are actually okay in my book. And now and then, I go for upgrades that enhance the experience of the figure. In the case of Tarn, I do really like the figure. I didn't think he needed any enhancement, and I wasn't really enthused by the cyberverse paint job. So a high-quality sticker set wasn't on my radar to invest further in this toy. But when I saw this Stalker kit, I was intrigued. It really does an amazing job changing Tarn into a modernized version of Stalker. I've always loved Stalker's bright, crazy colors. And while I've never owned him, I have had versions of the mold thanks to Universe and Machine Wars back in the day. But Stalker was still one of the cooler paint jobs, and the kit evokes him really well. Now, before the diehards jump in the comments, yes, I am well aware that Tarn's design in Robot and Alt mode are nothing like the original Stalker. But as a fandom, we are not strangers of one figure being used for another, and with clever paint and sometimes a new head, it's a pretty acceptable practice. Like the Universe repaints of old, I'm finding it pretty easy to accept this figure as a modern version of Stalker. The Toyhax kit introduces necessary new colors to the design, mainly teal, gold, and a little bit of red. It even provides stickers to turn one of Tarn's cannons into Stalker's shoulder rocket, while giving his other cannon a nice golden makeover. This also included stickers for the sword accessory, a piece that neither Tarn nor Stalker ever wielded, but is a carryover from the bludgeon version of the mold. The stickers give the sword a cool torture device vibe, which fits with Stalker's depiction in IDW's Last Stand of the Wreckers comic. The new face is probably the only real mixed bag for me. From a distance, it looks fine, and definitely works to change Tarn into Stalker, but up close scrutiny, yeah, it's still a sticker, all but a high quality one. The overall look of Stalker works really well for me though, and the conversion kit does nothing to compromise the excellent articulation and functionality of the Tarn mold. One thing I do recommend is popping off the smaller cannons that are situated on his back. They tend to get in the way when you are trying to display the shoulder rocket, and luckily can be placed on other standard ports like on the wrists and legs. Transforming Stalker is unsurprisingly exactly the same as Tarn, resulting in a pretty cool looking tank that's armed to the teeth. The modular nature of Tarn's tank turrets works really well to help further the conversion to Stalker. The new details added by the stickers really make the design pop and add a much brighter color scheme to the alt mode that helps differentiate him even further. Although, I don't plan on transforming this figure that often, it still looks nice. The only real negatives I have are kind of obvious. The stickers were tedious to apply, particularly the tiny ones that go on the treads. And because they fit so precisely, and there are so many of them covering almost every surface, it does make me weary of handling the figure too much now, because I'm a little scared of accidentally rubbing a sticker off at some point. Overall though, this kit did manage to do something really incredible, which was make a figure I really didn't care about into a pretty cool display piece, and provide me with representation of a character that is probably not on Hasbro's radar to produce anytime soon. Of course, now that I said that, I'm sure we'll see a new Stalker announced any day now. But I'm still happy with this one.
Well, you could just move on to the next video, or you could click the subscribe button. Yes, go on. He needs the confidence.